Okay, we'll call the meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Flag's right behind us.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome to a new location for our board meeting out at Sullivan Health Center, for those watching. First of all, there was no one signed up, I believe, to address the board. We'll move on to approval of the minutes held September 30th, 2020. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Approval agenda, we have one added item that I'd like to put under the, between the approval of consent and reports of the president. So when we get to that item, do I have a motion to make that amendment to the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second to the amended agenda. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That carries. No new conflicts of interest were presented. We'll move on to items 7A through C, the consent agenda. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That carries. We'll move to the amended item for the agenda.
I would like to make a motion to acknowledge for the record that the fiscal year 21 adopted budget will be published along with these minutes in accordance with SDCL 13-11-2.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Now to the reports of the president.
I don't think, do I need this? You can hear me, okay?
For the
Okay,
recording.
okay,
Thank you,
sounds
Megan.
good.
Sorry.
I'm Megan Fisher, Vice President for Enrollment Management. I'd like to welcome the board here today. It's great to have you on campus, and I know we have a busy schedule because you want to see campus today and not just hear from us, so that's great. But I'd like to take this opportunity before we get moving to some of the labs and interacting with our students to hear the report from Elizabeth Harder. Elizabeth is one of our Student Success Advisors in our Student Success Center. She's been with Southeast Tech for 12 years now, and prior to coming to Southeast Tech, she was at USD in residential life, so has a lot of experience working with college-age students, and she works closely with our Student Government Association and with our student activities. Elizabeth.
Thank you so much for having us. Today, the students were in class and at clinical, so I will be sharing the information that they would have been presenting to you. And as Megan has said, they wish to thank you for coming to our campus to hear and see our exciting things that we're doing here to make our students feel like they're getting the college experience for the challenges for this year. So Chelsea Reich, who is our student activities coordinator, would also normally be here today, but she is also off-site right now. So to begin with, our student government leaders met in August. Can you see that? I'm sorry. Met in August, and one of their challenges for our students was to create that college experience in which the students could engage and feel connected to the campus community. And so when we were starting to kick things off, the first thing that our clubs wanted to do was to get out there. And these are three of our really big primary clubs. The clubs here are student-driven, and so that they're all run by them. They do their agendas. They set up everything themselves. And so Crew, Southeast Pride, and the Gamers Club not only started going virtual in March, they actually continued to meet throughout the course of the summer. And so they were really excited when school started back up again because they were excited to start bringing in new members. So some of the returners who had gone dormant jumped back in and then was ready to rock and roll. Chelsea normally sends out a student activities weekly announcement for the campus. So she currently sends that out every morning, and it's the main avenue for student engagement that, like our clubs in this particular case in the far bottom right corner there, can announce that when they were meeting, how they could get connected to us. And the layout this year changed dramatically. You'll see in the bottom right-hand corner or left-hand corner that there's a video area So every week there's a different group that can spotlight and kind of just have that more interactive communication out there to the campus. This particular one was the opening by President Griggs. And then right away, one of the big focuses for this year is giving back to the community. So up in the right-hand corner, you will see the blood drive, and I am very proud to say that our students, there was no spots left. We had it packed. So they are very driven to give back, especially during this time period. They felt that that was a great need. So that occurred on a campus. In September, our SGA members did their first live stream meeting. It was a learning experience for all of us. And so they were able to welcome the student body back. And one of the things the pandemic kind of created for us was a challenge of how we were going to run the meetings, which is normally held in this room. So normally we have 2 representatives from each program to voice the voice of the students from their program area. What SGA executives decided to do is they're going to do a Teams meeting moving forward into this month, and that will be invited for all campus to be able to be involved and be able to interact with their government execs. So that was kind of a new, exciting way to think to have that move forward this year. So instead of just 2 voices, we now get to hear all the voices of the students. Okay, so keeping things fun and interactive, SG opened up the first event this September with a photo mask challenge, where students were able to submit photos of their favorite masks and the importance of wearing a mask to be voted on by the student body. So you see their lovely faces. With this, the students, when they submitted that mask, they also gave us a quote on the importance of wearing a mask and why it's important for our community to wear masks. So the winners, which I'm going to go back one here really quick. So the gentleman in the middle, he was quoted and then of saying why it's important for them to wear the mask. And those quotes that we are gathering from the students as they're doing the different events are going to be used in our internal marketing strategy of listing why it's so important to wear the mask on our campus and keep our community safe. So this is just one of those opportunities that we send out. This is Julie, and this is our civil engineering department, and they were working with drawings out there. And so I was able to catch it just as it was lifting off of Julie's hand. But these type of quotes are what are going out to our community just to kind of remind each other that it's important to stay in the classroom. Going into October, we have a phenomenal civic engagement program that we run. It was actually launched by SGA last year, and we had an amazing response. We were able to give away over 50 baskets to our students in need, and the baskets included like toiletries, food items, cleaning products. We also got a lot of like diapers and other various things that came in from different things. We're like, oh my gosh, you know, not even thinking about that our families needed those products as well. So it was really exciting to see that we're going to expand that this year and include all of our campus. So it's going to be a very large civic engagement project that we're looking forward to do. And then also going into the end of October, we're going to do a very similar program to what we did with the mask. Is we're going to do a costume contest. And then have everybody submit pictures and have voting again that way so people can be interactive. This is a small picture of what we were gathering last year. So those are our execs from last year and the basket drive that we did. Moving into November, we are really focusing on giving back to the community this year. We have a lot of opportunity to do that. So during this pandemic, one of the things that is going to be taking place is a large-scale all-campus community service project. More details are being developed right now, but we're pretty excited about that. And then our talent show, which has been held, oh gosh, on our campus for at least 12 years now, has always been showcasing our amazing students. And typically the winners from that in our vocal area would normally sing at our graduations then. So it was kind of nice to showcase them in that venue. This year, my 2 social chairs did not want the talent show to go away just because of the pandemic. So Maddie and Taylor were like, we're going to go big. We're going to go really big. And I said, okay, what do you want to do? And she goes, we want to do it like what the reality shows do. And we're like, okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have people, once again, do videos and submit them. But the added twist is they are going to name a nonprofit organization here in town that they can pair off with. So when they do their presentation, we're going to say who that organization is. And then the winners of that competition, whatever they win for their prizes, will then be donated to their organization, and we'll have them present it to that organization. They just felt that it was really important to recognize all those nonprofits that are working out so hard out there and to show and kind of give back to them. And last but not least, in accordance to HLC co-curriculum that we're trying to kind of work towards, our current SGA executives are reviewing different honor societies that will provide opportunities for our students to grow not only academically, but in that global leadership skills. So right now they're reviewing several different honor societies, and then are going to select one that they're going to pursue and try to open here on our campus. So that is something that they are really looking forward to, and we're getting really excited as they're looking at some of those opportunities. So that is all we have for you today. I think one of the things the students said to me right before I came over was, please let them know that we are excited to be on campus and we are excited to stay on campus. And so they're really pushing to, again, have that global community feeling on campus and making sure students feel engaged to be here and happy. So do you have any questions for me?
I just think it's awesome to hear all this positive information and what the students are doing and taking some of these challenges and making new opportunities for them. And, you know, I found, especially when the pandemic first hit, was that if I got involved in helping somewhere like Feeding South Dakota or through the school district, to take that negative thoughts off me and kind of help others, it really helped me mentally. And I think that's great for our students to be doing that as well.
Yep.
So thank you for doing that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Anything else?
This is always one of my favorite reports, because I think that when people think about Southeast Tech, they don't understand that there's still a community piece of it, and that you're not giving anything up by coming here versus going to a four-year university that might have clubs and things like that. You still can have those same experiences and still get that leadership experience and things like that, by whether it's holding an office or chairing a committee or something like that. And so I always enjoy seeing the creativity and the involvement of things that are going on in campus, because I think that's kind of the hidden
gem.
Yes, gem of this, is that you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get that really specific training for that career that you want, and have a quality education with a really great job prospects when you're done, but you still get to have that same social aspect that you would get at a university. So thank you again for sharing, and I love the new ideas and the new twists on trying to keep some of those old traditions alive.
Yeah. And I do want to share, we had one of our execs that came back. Actually, our entire panel graduated last year. And one of our students came back and is now coming into the business program. She was in early childhood. And so we had someone who had to step off due to the parent. And so she goes, can I step back on as an exec? And we said, absolutely. She goes, I want to make sure they have the same experience I had. And they've been amazing. They've just been truly amazing, you guys. So thank you for the opportunity. Enjoy your tour here. And thank you.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to acknowledge the Fall 2020 Student Activities Report?
So moved.
I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That acknowledgement carries.
Good afternoon, President Mickelson, members of the board. I'm Benjamin Valdez, Vice President of Academic Affairs here at Southeast Tech. On behalf of the faculty and students, we want to welcome you here this afternoon, and we're excited to take you on a tour of the Sullivan Health Center and show you some of the phenomenal programs, equipment, facilities, and also give you the opportunity to speak with some of the faculty and students regarding their experiences here. So without any further delay, because I know you're on a time crunch, we would like to have you walk around with us and see the facility.
Thank you.
Yes,
Okay.
you definitely can.
And we